Good morning and welcome to the Cobb County Solid Waste Management Authority meeting for March 14th. It is 8 a.m. or 8:03. And as the vice chair, I will be opening this meeting. And I'd like to call this meeting to order. The first item on the agenda is the appointment of Chairman Mike Boyce as the chair of the Solid Waste Management Authority. I'd like to make a motion that we appoint Chairman Boyce as the chairman of the Solid Waste Management Authority. Have a second? All in favor? Motion passes 4-0. Mr. Chairman, you're now in charge, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It was a long campaign.
Yes, it was.
I would like to seek approval for the minutes of the March 8th, 2016 meeting. I'd have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the question. And it slowly passes 5-0. And yes, exactly. And now I'd like to make a motion to nominate Commissioner Joanne Burrell as the vice chair for this. Any discussion? Call the question. And it passes 5-0. So I'd like to have the representatives of Solid Waste come up and give us their presentation.
Good morning, Chairman, Commissioners, Mr. Hankerson. I have a lot on the agenda today, but we will get started. First up, we'll have Mr. Jay Brooks, Vice President of Manufacturing and Operations for Tag Grinding, give a report for TAG's operation.
Good morning. How are y'all? So we oversee the vegetative waste recycle facility for the Cobb County. So in 2016, we had a increase in funds and in customers. We had some competitors in the local area that decided to relocate to different areas for their strategic strategy, and we were able to pick up a lot of their customers. We went from 18,000 customers to 21,000 customers this past year, and our average ticket cost stayed the same from the previous year. Any
That's
questions?
great.
All right.
So what was the strategy used to get them to move?
To get them to move, well, whenever you're the only game in town, it's not that hard.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your
Thank
report.
you.
All right, next up, we'll have Advanced Disposal, we'll have West Rock. Mr. Nate Nelson, who is the General Manager for West Rock West.
Good morning, everyone. Quick overview on West Rock as a company. We're the #2 consumer packaging company in the U.S. right now. Right there. Oh, thanks, Jonathan. $14.2 billion in revenue last year, with adjusted earnings as approximately $2 billion. As you can see, we are a strong presence in Georgia and the Atlanta metro as a whole, our headquarters being in Norcross. And from a recycling perspective, we have the Cobb County facility, which I'm the general manager of, and 2 further east, one in Lawrenceville and one in Tucker. Mr. Robin Williams, the former general manager of Cobb County Recycle, is managing those currently. Next slide. At our no-charge citizen drop-off center, we had an across-the-board reduction of approximately 2.6% last year by weight. Next slide.
That was here in Cobb County?
Yes, sir.
Does that include the residential haulers too?
No.
That's just residential.
Yes, ma'am. That's citizen drop-off at our point.
Still accept glass there?
We do.
Go ahead.
Oh, not a problem. Next slide. As you can see, we had a slight reduction in payments. We do pay on the a percentage of the market value of our tons dropped off, a 5.5% reduction year over year. Going forward, the market seems to be rebounding. However, it is on a month-to-month index that changes every single month. So currently, the pricing on paper is strong. We expect it to hopefully remain strong through this summer, which should see a slight increase in payments. Overall, our tonnage through the facility is slightly down. We had some increased competition in the marketplace from Pratt out of Conyers primarily. However, our tonnage rate across the machine is up, and we are running a lot more efficiently than prior years. Therefore, we'll be able to run the machine without stoppages, and we shouldn't have any issues with excess material, and will help with our housekeeping and efficiency.
Well, go back to 1 second slide, previous slide. So the drop-off rebate fee payments, that went up 11%. Explain to me what that's about. Everything dropped off, but except for the rebate fee. So I'm just not sure what the rebate fee is.
Is based on a percentage of the market value, with the market raising, the amount of tons we sell out of the facility as the market rate increases, even though with the slight ton drop off, as the market rate increases, 50% of that comes back to the county.
So the fees for that went up even though our production to you went down.
Yes, sir, just based on the market value
Sure.
increasing, and it's continuing to increase at this time.
Wow, I wish we could go somewhere else we could have things less and yet we make more. Could you sort of transform that into some other business model?
I'm in this with you, sir, so as long as it keeps going up, it's better for all of us.
Okay, all right.
Current recycling challenges, much same over year, is still eliminating mixed glass from the residential stream. Cobb County does a fantastic job, but we do receive material from other municipalities and haulers. So keep doing what we're doing here in Cobb County. We're working on educating our other customers, so that should help. Reducing contamination, again, a lot of it just goes down to education of the public at large, and keep pressing on with what we can recycle and what we can run across the machine. Going forward, I think the market looks fairly strong at this time, slowly increasing. I hope it remains strong. Thank you, sir.
Our next up for advanced disposal reporting, we'll have Mrs. Brandy Edwards, who's the Atlanta Transfer Station's General Manager. But first, we'll have a couple of comments from the Advanced Disposal's Director of Marketing for Georgia and Mayor of Sugar Hill, Mr. Steve Edwards.
Thanks. Good morning. What I want to do is introduce the Advanced Disposal team who operates your transfer station. And I want to introduce Brandy Edwards. She's the site manager. Brandy, say hello. No relation. Adam Lomax is our general manager of the transfer station. And Kristen Gore is the one that actually manages the Cobb Services transfer station every day. We got a good team in place, and we're here to bring you some good news. I think it's probably relative to the Cobb economy that our volumes are up. And I've been doing this for a long time, so I'm going to ask somebody else to do it. And Brandy, come on up and get some experience talking in front of a board.
First he drags you out of bed at this hour, and then he just drops it in your lap, huh?
Well, I did this last year, so
Oh,
I
okay.
think I might be good. Basically, at the transfer station, year over year, we've seen an increase in our recycling activity. Our metal recycling went up tremendously last year. While the recycling prices for metal are still down, we actually recycled a lot more. We did see a decrease in the batteries that we recycle. We think that that's coming from people realizing they could take these and get like a core charge at an auto parts store. But overall, we continue to see citizens come in there daily to recycle the oil and the antifreeze, and I think that those are great benefits to the citizens of Cobb County. I think we're good. Overall, from 2015 to 2016.
Let me ask you a quick question. Do we do anything with paints and stuff
We
like that?
do, but we actually pay to recycle paint. So
Run that by me again. We what?
we pay to recycle paint. So we actually have a container, and we charge the customer $5 per gallon, which is what we pay to recycle the paint. That way, the paint is not involved in the process of disposal and going to the landfill.
Is it 5 gallon? I mean, even if it's not full, it's a, or how do you-
Yeah, well, we give them we when they come through, we explain to them ways that they can dry it out, so they could dispose of it in the trash without creating the hazard. But yes, we have to pay if that bucket goes into the container, we have to pay for it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And for the tires, it's just any kind of tire?
Well, honestly, we normally only take the smaller tires, the
Car tires.
Car tires. Yeah, but we also have to pay to dispose of those as well. So we charge the
So
customer
you charge the customer what,
Yes, sir.
per tire?
per tire. It's
How much-
$5 per tire.
Okay.
And most recently, we actually had to start paying a fee just to have the container. So on top of the disposal, and we didn't go up in that price. So, we try to help out the citizens as much as possible when it comes to that kind of stuff.
My trainer uses a couple of tires. Can you pick them up? And
I'm
I'll
sorry,
pay you.
what?
I do CrossFit every now and then, and I use a tire. Can you come pick that one up and take it?
I probably couldn't pick it up myself.
I mean, I'll get it up for you. I just don't want to use it anymore.
If you want to come bring it to the transfer station, you bring it on.
I would pay $5 just to see Commissioner Weatherford do CrossFit.
Yeah. So overall, year over year, we had an increase in payments to the county. That is due to our increase in volume. We have seen an increase in, we've picked up some more commercial customers. Well, not really commercial customers, but more volume from our commercial customers. But we have seen a slight increase in the residents that we get that come through there. I mean, we always have a line of people waiting to get into the facility. And since we have been at the facility, the prices have remained the same for the residents, and they continue to pay the $7 under 400 pounds, and they utilize that. So because our revenue went up, our payments to you guys went up in 2016 overall from 2015. Yes, ma'am.
Is your facility primarily a facility for residents to use, or can commercial companies?
We actually have a side, when you pull in, you have the residents that are, the smaller hand unloads. They come here, and then the commercial, they come on the other side. So we actually, it is for both.
CND and MSW?
CND and MSW, yes, ma'am.
I was out there last week. It's a great operation, and I'm just kind of curious. It was near the end of the day, which I think you closed at what, 4:30 on Saturday?
4 on Saturday.
4. There was a line. There was no way it was going to be done by 4 on Saturday.
We'll finish
how does
up.
that work? You just wait till everybody in line's
We
done?
wait until everyone is lined through in, and then we shut the gate.
Yeah. So just so everybody knows, I mean, at 4 o'clock the line was out onto the road, and so these folks are working beyond their hours. It was a great operation.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Thank you.
I will add that Advanced Disposal has partnered with the county with solid waste and DOT. So for like illegal dumping, instead of charging $5 per tire, they only charge like $2.25 or something like that per tire. And also they're in the process of working with us on our campaign against litter. And they have tentatively agreed to take any litter that we collect as part of our litter task force for free. All right, next up is Mrs. Kimberly White, our Public Programs Coordinator and Executive Director of Keep Cobb Beautiful, to report on Keep Cobb Beautiful's year.
Good morning. Okay, so our nonprofit update this year, our KCB, or for 2016 actually, our KCB Inc. Board of Directors consisted of Jeff Gross, Angela White, Heather Evans, Shelley Hawley, and Aaron Mulgrew. We also have associate board members, and there were 5 different high schools that were represented in 2016, and we call them our ABMs. And we had 7 high school junior and seniors. And then these high school students, at the end of their term, are able to apply for a $500 scholarship. So KCB, we have 4 main focus areas: litter prevention, community greening and beautification, waste reduction and recycling, and then water. And these are just some of our programs at a glance. So I'm going to go through some of these in the other slides. So our Bring One for the Chipper for our was really 2016/2017 because we accepted them the day after Christmas, and then the actual event happened in January of 2017. So we collected 19,525 trees this year, and those trees were mulched by both Cobb EMC and Davy Tree. And then that, that mulch is given back out to the community to do beautification projects. We also have a little over 700 volunteers in our Adopt a Mile program, and they've put in a little over 2,200 volunteer hours. And we have currently 166 miles of streets and highways adopted. Our community recycling events, we have 2 of these per year in April and November, and the event, it was a combined recycling event, so it included latex, paint, oil paint, textiles, document shredding, and electronics recycling. And then, of course, we have 2 medication disposal days as well. They're held in May and in October. Last year, there was a HHW Amnesty Day and household hazardous waste. And so the different items that were collected at those events, and it was at Jim Miller Park, were like cleaning products, old cleaning products, pesticides, oil-based, and spray paints, flammable liquids. So our Great American Cleanup happens March 1st through May 31st, so we're in the middle of that right now for this year as well. And last year, there were 10 projects, and they focused on like outreach events, fair, festival activities, exhibits, and then we also did a lot of environmental education. Our tree planting program, Cobb Trees. So last year we planted over 70 trees in that program. And of course we partner with the Cobb Trees program, the Georgia Forestry Commission, other Cobb County departments, our department, and then the school tree program. Our Dig in the Dirt grant, this is a grant that we offered to schools in Cobb County, and this year we had 13 schools, and we gave approximately $7,079.02, and this program reached over 18,000 students directly. So these are some of our programs that we participate in: the Summer Library Reading Series. We have the Scouts Merit Badge activities, and then we have some community events like the Rivers Alive Cleanup on Ollie Creek, the Master Gardener Volunteers Plant Sale. Our recycling drop spots. So we have 3 locations currently, but we had 4 locations in 2016 where it was single stream recycling. They took, it takes flattened cardboard, paper, plastics 1 through 7, aluminum, and tin. We do not accept glass at these drop spots.
Excuse me, Caleb. Yes, where are your 3 locations?
So the 3 locations are in District 1. It's at 3858 Kemp Ridge Road, and it's in Ackworth. District 3 is at 2905 Library Lane in Marietta. And District 4 is 4700 Austell Road in Austell, Georgia.
Okay, thank you.
And those are fire stations, correct?
Yes.
And you noticed that there wasn't a District 2, and I know that Advanced Disposal guys are here. It was removed because it wasn't being picked up. it was overflowing almost all the time, and we got more complaints about it. And so I don't know if there's a way to work it out, because folks were using it in District 2. Matter of fact, they were using it so much that the whatever recycle was that you were coming by to pick it up, it wasn't often enough, and so that's why it was removed. But I'd love to see it back over there, but with a more frequent pickups cycle.
So our total events for the year 2016 were 27 events. That was a total benefit of $998,415. Essentially, what that means is for every dollar that's invested in the KCB program, that's a cost-benefit ratio of approximately $23.56. So that's what we're able to offer back as a benefit to the community. We won a few awards for 2016. So we won the Keep Georgia Beautiful Foundation for the first place for the Affiliate of the Year in Georgia. We also won first place for our litter prevention program. It was for the South Cobb Lions Club, and we also won the Governor's Circle Award. And for the Keep America Beautiful for 2016, we won the litter prevention category again for the South Cobb Lions Club, and then also the President's Circle Award. And these are a few of our events that are coming up. We have a tree planting March 25th, our Cobb Clean Sweep event the 22nd, which is actually Earth Day, the community recycling event in Jim Miller Park, and our medication disposal, and also then in June, the HHW, Amnesty Day. Okay, thank you. Any questions? Yes.
Great job, Kimberly.
Thank you.
You just been here a few months and hit the ground running. And the tree planting Saturday at Noonday Creek Trail, it was a great event, and appreciate all you do. We're gonna move the next tree planting to the new Skip Wells Park. So I know that's on your radar too.
It is.
And if you go back a slide to the Great American Cleanup programs, you need to mention that this is a competition between the commissioners for our district projects.
Yes, so I have reached out to all of the commissioners to get project ideas and suggestions for each of the districts. And we are doing a couple of different types of projects in each of the districts, but we're really excited about what we're going to be able to accomplish. So things like tree plantings, beautification projects, litter pickups, so things along that nature.
Thank you, and congratulations again on all the awards.
Thank you.
And I just want to emphasize, it's pretty amazing what your organization does, and my hat's off to all of you. I would like you to be working with Advanced Disposal about the litter pickups. I know the county will pick up the bags along the road. We have our Adopt-A-Mile, but litter has really become a preeminent issue over the last couple months. So, particularly the citizens are voicing their concern about that issue here. We're going to be trying our own ways to advertise. You know, they have a responsibility too. But we're aware of the fact that it's not just always citizens, sometimes it's trucks without covers on the top. So we're gonna be getting out and doing our part from the county, but if there's anything you can do to focus your efforts for the next, few months just on that until we get up to speed here with our mowing campaign, and with our mowing campaign come people that also pick up the litter, I think we'd really appreciate that.
Will do.
Thank you. Any other questions from the board? Thank you very much. Great presentation.
Thank you.
Sorry, Chairman, that concludes our presentation. Do you have any questions for me?
Jonathan.
Yes.
Sure, Commissioner Burrow.
Will you send us the PowerPoints, the slides from today?
Yes, Commissioner, you'll
So
have
that
them in
we
about
can-
an hour.
Pardon?
You'll have them in a couple hours.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
With that, your motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor? And the meeting's adjourned. Thank you very much for your time this morning.